Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Bhupesh once again. We will talk about the reading session. Please subscribe our channel if you have not and contact us for the best OET coaching. I'm doing this question from original OET sample paper made by Cambridge or the OET itself. Now read this question. I will tell you the best method. See, in exam, 22 questions would be there in the part B and C. 12 to 14 questions would be easy. But for the rest, 10 or 8 questions, elimination method is the best. Let me tell you about this elimination once again. So please maintain your focus. By quoting Dixon Wood words, by quoting Dixon Woods in the second paragraph means by quoting this person, in the second paragraph, writer shows that the professor means the person. Let us see. So question ka ek hi, the only thing that question wants to ask is by quoting this person, what does writer want to show? By quoting this person. So I'm just going to read the second paragraph for all of you. And thanks to Cambridge again for making this wonderful question paper. I'm just going to talk about this. Then you will understand what OET is all about. How can you make difficult questions easy? So this and similar. So there was an incident that there was a girl, her name was Mary, and she had the damage of the organs. She died 19 years later, 19 days later because of the carelessness or the mistake of the staff. So that is the topic which is going on, that because of the staff, that girl died. So this and the similar incidents means the bad incidents, the incidents of mistake are what inspired Professor Dixon Woods, University of Cambridge, UK, to set out on a mission to improve patient safety, because she understood that patient can die due to mismanagement. So that is where she wanted to improve safety. It is, she admits, going to be a challenge. So she knows it would be a challenge. Many different policies and approaches have been tried to date, but few with widespread success. So she's saying that many approaches have been tried in the past. Passive voice have been tried. That means present perfect. Ho chuka hai. Have been tried many a times, but few with whites. Few means very less, and often with unintended consequences. Consequences word we have always done in the vocabulary means results. Unintended means what we wanted that did not happen. So she wants to say that there were many things which have been tried in the past, but there has been not much successful, and they come with no definite conclusions. मतलब कोई positive feedback नहीं आता. Financial incentives are widely used, but recent evidence suggests that they have little effect. Little effect matlab negligible. This also we did in the vocabulary. Please subscribe our channel if you have not. Everything is in the vocabulary. I will also post the video of vocabulary in the end. There is a danger that they tend to encourage effort substitution. So that is what Dixon Woods want to say. First, Dixon would want to say that there is no scheme that can make it successful. Everything has been tried, even the financial incentives have been tried, and recent evidence suggests that there is no benefit. She said rather there is a danger of effort substitution. In other words, staff will concentrate on the areas where they are being incentivized. Means if you will give reward, then they will work in that area where reward is given, incentive is given, but neglect other areas. It is not even necessarily conscious neglect. They will not do it deliberately. वो जानबूझ के नहीं कर रहे हैं. People have only a limited amount of time, so it is inevitable that they focus on the areas that are measured. Suppose if I tell you, if you will take this precaution, I will pay you incentive. Then you all will work in that direction. तो आप सभी incentive वाली जगह पे काम करोगे, and you will neglect other areas. क्यों? Because you have limited amount of time. Because nurses have limited amount of time, so they will only focus on the area which are incentivized. Now let's go to the question again. By quoting Dixon Woods in the second paragraph, the writer shows that professor understands that the professor means Dixon Woods, that Professor understands why healthcare employees have to make certain choices. So professor understands why healthcare employees have to make certain choices. In the first instance, while you will be doing OET exam, you will not understand it. So you will say, nah, not this one. Then you will go to other. The writer shows that professor doubts whether the reward schemes are likely to put the patient at risk. There is nothing that is given that reward schemes can put the patient at risk. They are saying reward schemes are not successful, but they never said that patient would be at risk. Ye patient and risk word is not given. Let me show you again. But this is what you need to match. There is nothing that says this reward schemes put patient at risk. They say reward schemes are not successful, reward schemes have unintended consequences, reward schemes have little effect, but they do not say that patient gets on risk. So not at all, not at all. ये word दिया नहीं है, हमें वैसे ही लग रहा है. So if you will match, this is nothing is given like patient at risk. So this is eliminated. This is what I say elimination. The writer shows that professor believes staff should be paid a bonus for achieving goals. She is saying that even the incentives are not successful. So they should not be given a bonus. Rather, she is against the bonus, against the incentives. Bonus means incentives. So she is against the incentives. Feels that people in question have made poor choices. Again, if you will go back to the topic, there is nothing that says that they have made poor choices. Nothing. Nothing would say they have made poor choices. Rather, they are saying that if you will pay them incentive, they will neglect other areas. That means they are making smart choices where they are working on the incentives. So they are focusing on incentive area. So they are not making poor choices. They are making smart choices by going to the incentive areas. So this is also wrong. So the option, the first option, which I was not hoping as an answer, becomes my answer. These are the methods to solve 4 or 5 difficult questions of your OET exam. So this method is not applicable for all questions. It is for the most difficult. Now you can understand. Writer shows that professor understands why healthcare employees have to make certain choices. Why employee care have to make certain choices? Because they have to make certain choices because they have only limited amount of time. So it is inevitable. They will focus on the area that is measured and rewarded. So that means they have to make certain choices because they have limited amount of time. So this is the reason of why nurses focus on a particular area, because they only have a limited amount of time. So that is why they focus on the areas which are rewarded and measured. So they focus only on that area. So this becomes an indirect answer. This is a very difficult question. Again, in paper, it can be held difficult. But if you can understand that the choice which you are unable to, eliminate, जो बाकी 3 आसान choices हैं, try to eliminate those choices, and the most difficult, which you do not understand at all, becomes your answer. Please listen to this video again. This will really help you to understand elimination method. Thank you.